Hello and welcome back to episode 43 of the Championship Manager Lockdown Challenge here on Championship Manager 1997-1998. Pretty swift recording, pretty swift back to back. So I've managed to get two done in one day, which always is a good thing, especially at the moment because my recording schedule is so erratic. I could go a couple of days where I'm not able to, and then so to get two in a day is fantastic. Gives me a little bit of a push, bit of breathing space to not have to worry too much. Now I've just got to worry about the editing side of things. My computer takes ages rendering and processing them. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, last time out I think we beat Auxerre, narrowly beat Auxerre, I think, and we lost to Real Madrid thanks to a red card from Paco Sanz in the 8th minute, I think. So we've got potentially revenge today. We've played through the two Red Star games. We've got the Real Madrid game. Depending on how that goes, I may even just make this a one-game episode, and not too sure. There's a few things we need to mention. So first of all, before we get in, if you are new around here, please smash that subscription button down below and hit the like button if you're enjoying the content. So we talked about in the last episode about PSG's, what do you want to call it, lack of squad depth. Well, popping up on the screen now, they've just sold another player to Man United, and they now are in a position where they've probably got a nice bit of wedge. But they can't sign anyone because we're out the window. The transfer window's shut, and look at their team. And Trezeguet is actually out of contract at the end of the season. He will definitely be someone we try and pick up. Hopefully he doesn't sign a new contract. He's unhappy. So, I mean, it says needs first team football. He's probably going to be getting it because, I mean, look at the team they're having to play. Canute, is that Frederick Canute is having to play sweeper. Jardel centre-back. I mean, I would imagine Maurice centre midfield. Carnot defensive midfield as well. I mean, Larrazabal, where's he? Is he a greyed out player? No, he's there. He's a left back. Right back, obviously we know he can play there, but he's not really. He's out of contract. I mean, what's their money like? I only got 6 million. Oh my god, they're in a worse predicament than us, potentially. I mean, the board might stick a load of money in. It's not the board, like, it's not the Qatari lot that are there at the moment. It's just the general owners. Is it Qatar that own PSG, or is that Man City? I can never remember which way around. I think the Qatari royal family or something own PSG. But yeah, they're in a bit of a predicament, really. Let's be honest, worse than us, worse than what we faced. We actually had a bit of a squad still. The recording just sort of software just dropped out there, so I'm not sure what it caught and what it didn't. But we were basically just slamming PSG. If we look at what we've done, so we had those two games against Red Star. So in the league, we eked a 1-0 result. I mean, we absolutely battered them, it felt like. Yeah, no shots on target. Again, I was expecting them to score with one of those not shots on target, but the red card did kind of help us out a little bit. Bailey, on his return, grabbing the important goal. And then we completely rotated in the cup because we played on the Monday or the Wednesday. Is it the Monday? We played on the Monday in the cup, and then we got the Champions League in the Wednesday. So I thought, you know what, I'll rotate everyone I can. I think the only player that might play today is Jordanov, I think, and even he might not even be in the team. He might be out. But they were very tough to beat over the two games, despite the fact they did actually probably deserve a bit more at this game, but we were rotated, so I won't read too much into it. But yeah, we've got Real Madrid, potentially St Etienne in the... Where are they? They're just above the relegation zone, but obviously I think they still, even despite PSG's dominance over the last 10 years, I think they've still won the most top flight league championships. I might be wrong now, but they were for a while. And we are 1 point clear of PSG with a game in hand, and as do Marseille, to be fair. So PSG, I'd expect them to slip down. I say slip down the table. I don't know if... It depends what their squad can handle, because there's still a good, 15 games? 14 games left of the season, something like that. How many teams in this division? 18, so that's 34. No, so there's about 10 games left of the season, so that's 30 points up for grabs. So a few of the teams below could overhaul them if they do go on a bit of a slump, which I am expecting to happen. You look at that with the formation they're playing, the players they're playing out of position. I mean, it's got to happen, isn't it? Right, now who are we playing? Okay, so this is what we're going with today. So we're going with Barthez in goal, Domi, Rame, who's just been called up to the French squad. Crossley's just been called up to England's squad, probably because David Beckham's just been ruled out for 18 months with a cruciate. I think it was cruciate. It was an injury anyway, 18 months. Viard Zielias comes in for the suspended Paco Sanz. Ulrich comes back in after his suspension in Europe. Rivera takes his spot back on the left wing. Asensio's back in for Jordanov. Matimi comes in for Americo, who is annoyingly cup tied now, and we've got Wattier and Bailey trying to bring what they were doing in the league into Europe. So we've got the home leg. We obviously got the away goal, so a 2-0 win here will be sufficient. I don't know if that's going to be a likely result. We're either going to get beat or we're going to go and smash them 4-0. And a goal in the 4th minute, Watie, I think it is, will certainly help us on our way. Possibly scored too early, because it obviously gives them time to try and drive forward and go on the on the front foot and go on the attacking on us. But if we can hold them out, we were very good. We were very resilient, even with 10 men for about 70 odd minutes against them. Even conceding one, it was only the last sort of late moments of the game where we started getting a bit sloppy. One of them was an own goal. One of them was a shot from basically nothing from Real, which obviously they've got players who are capable of doing just that. So can we get the second goal maybe just before half time? If not, it gives us a whole second half to just try and... I mean, they haven't troubled us too badly. We do need another goal, and obviously we need to make sure they don't score in doing so. So I'm reluctant a little bit to make too many subs just yet. I don't know if Jordan's on the bench, actually. I don't know if I put him on the bench. He would be the obvious one to come in for someone. But we're getting to 66 minutes, and so far we're looking like we're going to score, but we just can't make it count. What is interesting. We are going to have to make a sub. We're going to be forced into it. Ligue is going to come on. He's the obvious one. Okay, Asensio is playing well. Rivera is not playing well, so Jordan's going to come in there. Or I could put David Hayes. No, he's not been playing great. He's possibly an experiment that hasn't quite taken shape. Will probably be sold in the summer. Maybe. He's Real Fox's regen, isn't he? He was just brought in to sort of bump up some numbers when we needed them. He might keep him as a backup. I don't know. But we're getting to the last dying embers of the game, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to snatch that goal. Ulrich, last minute free kick, second great. 91 minutes, who cares? Ulrich injured, brilliant. So you're going to knock us out and do that to us, our key player. Can we nick one right into death? Oh, how have we not gone through? We absolutely battered them. Oh, that is very annoying. I honestly thought that second goal was coming and we were going to win 2-0 and go through on the away goals. Man United eke through against Real Madrid, Inter Milan. Marseille annoyingly get through against Juventus. Real Madrid obviously get through. And Porto... No, Atletico Madrid go through at the expense of Porto. So, that is very annoying. Atletico Madrid get Man United. Marseille play Real Madrid. So we would have got Marseille in the semi-finals. That wouldn't have been very nice, but it would have been good for French football. A couple of weeks for Ulrich, and he's suspended in Europe, and a couple of months for Watie. They are taking the piss, aren't they? So Ligue is going to come back in. Oh, we have got the Fugen guy, but we'll give him another chance. He was a bit poor in that last game, I won't lie. He wasn't the best. We're going to bring Americo back in. How does that look for foreign players? I think we're okay. Paco Sanz comes back in. And obviously we're going to have to put Holter in for Ulrich. Afanu takes his spot on the bench. Yeah, I think that does it. So we've got, who have we got next? We've got St Etienne on the 21st. So we'll come back for that. See you shortly. Okay, so here we are. We've got St Etienne, who are up to 14th now, or are 14th. PSG got Auxerre. That'll be a tough game for them. We could start to see the descent into madness for PSG. I mean, the descent into madness has actually started. Oh, and here we go. We've got the internationals happening again. The under-21s are wiping out our team. So, Sonny Anderson for Fugen, Liebrecht for Bailey, and we have to put Pepper on the bench if this is even going to work with foreign players. I don't know. Crossley can come in. That will save us one at least. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5. We've got 4. Oh my God. What do we do? Jordanov's going to have to come out for Lito, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to have to happen. We've still got 4. What do we do? Randall comes in for Zelius. I really don't care about Zelius that much. I don't think he brings much more than what the others do. They're all a little bit subpar, really. He was the best defensive midfielder we had when we sort of started at Monaco, but he's probably the best of the rest, but only ever so slightly. There's not much in it. And Anderson, we need a big game from him today. He's our big He's our big wage. We're going to try and ship him out in the summer. He's on a 2-year deal, unfortunately. I thought it was a good idea when we did it. He was such a good servant and such a vital cog in what we did last year. But this year just hasn't been at the races. I mean, maybe it's just one of those, you sometimes get a glitch season, not a glitch season, but a season where they just dip for a little bit for no apparent reason. And next year maybe he can come up and be, back to what he does. But, you kind of start to lose a little bit of trust in them. So I might not even play him next year if he's still here, just because I'm expecting it to be another shit show, basically. Liebenect, Crossley, I think, gets the goal there, 2-0. So finally we're seeing some goals. Disallowed. I'm saying finally we can see 2 goals in a game is what we needed last time, obviously. We still could. It looks like it's one of those games where the better team by far. We haven't even let them have a shot yet, but you just know they'll get one shot in the 85th minute and it will just go in the top corner. Liebenect, we need to get a few before that happens just to make sure it's not going to be vital in the result. As long as we get the result sorted. If we lose one in the last 10 minutes, it's not great. I'd rather the clean sheet, but if it happens, it happens, whatever. No injuries would be nice as well, because we've got a little bit of a problem starting to occur again. Obviously it's more so with the under-21s happening again. It's absolutely ridiculous how we're not getting games postponed, or the under-21s are happening during league games. It's absolutely nonsense. Bearing in mind a lot of our business is signing young regen players who are going to be getting in under-21s before they get in the first teams in most cases, especially for France and stuff like that. They're not going to go straight into the French first team. They're going to be Liebenect and another goal. I think that's Sonny Anderson. They're going to be progressing through the under-21s and under-18s or whatever before they get to the... There's that token goal in the 82nd minute. Is it their first shot? It probably is. We'll have a quick look. Oh, they've had 2 shots. Was it a rebound? Maybe. We're going to bring Pebber on for Liebenect. Just going to try and reduce the injury risk here. Afanu will probably come in for Holter just because I need to keep him safe with Ulrich being injured as well. We've got a cup game, I think, in a couple of days. We might actually play that because the time on the episode isn't looking too bad. Looking at about 12 minutes so far. Once I cut a bit out as well, it'll be maybe even a bit less. But Bordeaux lose to Red Star. I mean, we struggled a little bit over the 2 games against Red Star. Marseille win. PSG lose 1-0 to Auxerre. And like I said before the game, I'm not surprised about that, especially with Dida in goal. He's a monster. And a red card to the goalkeeper after 14 minutes really doesn't help. And it was a penalty as well. Did they have a goalkeeper on the bench? Do they even have a sub-goalie? They do, and it looks like he was on the bench. So, yeah, is Henri going out of contract? That'd be a big one. He's not. He is next season, but we're not going to be here for that based on the rules of the save. Next season is actually the last season of the whole challenge. So, it's whether I carry on and make it my own challenge or make it my own sort of part of the story and carry the save on, or whether I do something else. I'm not too sure yet. If you've got any ideas down below, I'll probably touch upon it again nearer the time. Whether you want me to carry on or do something, or if you've got an idea for a challenge or a save you want me to try and take on or have a go at, then I've got another. There was another lockdown challenge. There was a part 2 I mentioned Dave did, and I'm intrigued to maybe give that one a go. I'll have a little break probably from recording, but let's have a look at the fixtures. We haven't got a cup game. We've got a cup game in a few weeks, so what we'll do, I think we'll just cut this episode here. It is actually creeping up a little bit. So we've got Angers and Auxerre. Who's after the Auxerre game? Marseille. I'm bored. Oh, look at this. Look at this run now. Right, okay, so we're going to come back for the Auxerre game, the semi-final. We'll do Marseille on the back of it as well. And then after that, we'll practically do another episode straight off the bat, Bordeaux and PSG. And then, depending on how the league's looking at that point after that horrific little run of games, we'll look at maybe doing the last 3 as a little run-in as well. So we'll prolong the episode a little bit, the series a little bit, and the season a little bit before we jump into obviously looking around the world and stuff like that and getting the regens in and doing our transfer business and whatnot. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, smash that like button down below, smash the sub button if you're new around here as well. And yeah, until next time when we've got Auxerre in the Cup in the semi-final and Marseille, hoping to do that domestic double. I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.